So we're here, but I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with this anymore. Yes, it sucks, but there's nothing we can do about it. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna go for a little bit of a drive to Hardy Road again. And check out what's going on down there. It's been fairly quiet since I've been out. So hopefully moving to a different spot will help, but at first I gotta get gas. That's the main thing. I made it here and it's pretty much on empty. And I'm in the car again. Put the truck away last Saturday to go to storage. Obviously, we all know that I store my truck in the wintertime. And unfortunately, wintertime is getting closer and closer. It didn't take long. It's pretty cold out there for me. I'm a wimp in the cold, we all know that. Yesterday was pretty shitty. It was windy and all that. Yesterday was Halloween. Windy and somewhat rainy, but not too much. And we all know that I have this radio addiction and hobby and all that. So I got a base station set up at home. And I get home from work to find out that my antenna blew over. So that sucked. I got it standing up and with some help, I got it standing up and put back to where it was supposed to be last night. Because I was a little disappointed because, Friday nights or whatever, you kind of want to get on the radio. What conditions last, Nothing, kind of something right now, but it's kind of noisy over here. I'm sitting under these power lines. But anyways, the DX doesn't last too long into the night. Once the sun goes down, that's pretty much it for that. Some stuff kind of comes in a little bit, but it's not near as busy as it is during the day. So, I kind of wanted to get on there. But anyways, enough about that. I think we're going to head to Hardy Road. I might check Google Maps because there might be somewhere down that way that I want to check out. But I'm not quite sure yet. So, give me a few. Gotta get gas. I was gonna, I keep sidetracking. I was gonna use the GoPro a little bit today, but I couldn't find the mount connector for the chest mount, so I didn't want to waste all my time doing that. I'll have to find it tonight or whatever. Today or whatever for another time. Let me check Google Maps here and we'll head down that way, or we're either going to go that way or we're going to go that way. We'll see. Oh, and from my last video, I know I said I really wasn't going to try not to mention it anymore, but whatever. I got a few comments on there, or at least one, asking me if this fence goes all the way to the crossing. Well, to answer that, it pretty much does. They got it completely blocked. I think there's maybe, I don't know, I'm horrible at guessing, but maybe 20 to 30 feet left of empty space that they didn't decide to fence off. Maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. But yeah, when we're heading out that way, we'll take a look. I found this spot down some dirt road. Tracks are right there. It's a little trail, bit of a trail there. But I think we could hang out here for a little bit and see what happens. It looks like a bunch of pellet gun marks in this sign. So I think I'm going to turn around so I can face that way, not have my back to that way. And we're gonna sit here for a little bit, see what happens, and listen real hard on the scanner. And hopefully we can get some good shots. I don't know, I've been sitting here for a little bit now and I haven't heard anything. And y'all know me, I just can't sit around too long. It'd drive me up the wall. Oh man, maybe I'll get out and I'll walk up over there and have a look and check it out. And we'll see what's going. Holy shit, the sun's right in the lens. I was just hoping that something would happen so I could have a different viewpoint of it. I'm almost positive I heard a horn blast when I was taking those shots, so kind of getting a little bit ready here. We'll see what happens. Alright, so that was a false alarm, obviously. I'm thinking I'm gonna head out because I got other things to do. I gotta do the spark plugs in my car and all that shit. The odd time I go to start it in the morning, it's pretty rough. So I'm thinking it's time. I haven't done them since I bought it, so they're probably due. And some other stuff I gotta do at home. I can't just sit here and wait all day. So at least we found a spot, a somewhat decent spot. There's things that I like and don't like about it. The thing about a spot like this, there's no signals, there's no crossing gates to let you know if something's nearby. Yes, I do have the scanner, but it's been dead quiet. It's hooked to the, you can just barely see it, the antenna on the trunk, which is actually that one that I was mentioning in the video before, that it was when I was in the truck. I kept it in the truck, but yeah, it's an all-band Motorola scanner antenna. So I was reading some reviews on it. Apparently they sun fade pretty badly, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. But anyways, yeah, nothing so far. I was hoping that we were going to get something. I'm sure if I hung out a bit longer we would, but like I said, there's just too much that I got to do. So we found a spot, and maybe next time we'll come back and we'll check it out more, and hopefully there's a bit more activity. That would be nice. But the roundup's going on right now too.
Ontario Station, what was that call sign in first person?
Let's see if I can get in.
983, what's your first name?
I doubt it. It's pretty busy out there, so he probably won't hear me.
What's your first name?
I have to get him on the base station.
983 Joe in New Hampshire. We got you checked in at number 37, Joe.
605 436 trying.
605
Kind of figured. I don't like to continuously say the same thing over again, even though you'd think so because of these videos. But I don't like to continuously try to check in constantly. If I'm not being heard, then I'm not being heard. I'll have to get them on the base station, which is more powerful and all that. So anyways, yeah, we're out of here. I might film the spark plug change and all that. We'll see. Reason I don't film a lot anymore with car repairs is my hands get dirty, and I don't really want to get the camera all covered in oil and grease and all that. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna go do that. Gotta head to Canadian Tire, get those, get a spark plug gauge, because I left mine in my truck, which is now in storage, so I can't get it. So we'll do that. Tight. Oh, man. Ugh. Hate that. Always feels like you're gonna cross thread. And I don't want that. Keep forgetting to hit record too, so yeah, completely missed the installation of that one, but we'll do it again. Yeah. Didn't want to focus last time. Whatever. I think I got it last time, so whatever. It's hot. There. Alright, before we put it back in, check the gap. Bit too big. Wait. Actually, no, it's perfect. That's where I want it. Right there. Might be a little bit too wide, but if it is and it acts funny, we'll just take it back out and push it down. These are expensive, so I'm gonna have to keep them for now. There. There's that there. Put this back. I mean, feels funny because look at those threads. They're pretty dirty. But you get the idea. That's what we do. Pretty simple. And sometimes you get this where it does not want to stay in the socket and come out. Yeah. It's because the rubber gasket's not in there anymore. I bet you it's still in that cylinder. Fuck's sakes, man. Didn't even notice. Come on, you fucking prick. Came off, no problem. Now it's gonna be a bastard. Fuck. Man, am I recording? Good. Ah, fuck. What a prick. Yeah, I think it's still on there. This thing with these cheap sockets. Yeah, I feel it. There, see? Right there. Fucking prick. Go ahead and put this back on. Figured that problem out. Now, there it is. Never mind. Knew I shouldn't have shut off the camera. Or said it was easy. Just stupid shit like this happens. And it makes me wonder why. Why do I do this? Because I'm cheap. Why pay somebody else when you can do it yourself? It can be a bit more frustrating, but whatever. There, just like that. Where's the other pack? Right here. Now, let's make sure it doesn't stay in there. Check the gap first. Bit too wide. That's better. Get her back in there. Snug it up and move along. You don't want it to go from tight to all of a sudden loose again. That wouldn't be very good. That means you stripped your threads out and you're fucked. Alright. Where'd my coil pack? There it is. Clean it out. That's just canned air. Snap this back on. Put that in there. Where's my impact? Nice thing about Hondas is you always know that they're probably going to be metric. So the little kit that I bought with this spark plug, 16 millimeter, worked perfect. Didn't have to mess around trying to find the right size. And the size for these is the famous 10 millimeter. Oh, it's tight. Loose. Come on, last one, last one. There we go. It's pretty nerve-wracking. For me. Because I don't want to have to tear apart the head and retap the holes. So I get nervous every time I do this. And when I got a comment quite a while back from a guy who asked me how did I hardwire my radio through the firewall and into the cab. So we'll show you that afterwards. I don't know if you can see it back there, the red wire. Then I got the ground there. There. Take out that, take out that, put those there. Check the gap on this. Perfect. And we'll zip this back in. You don't ever want to use an impact doing this. You want to always start them by hand and do it by hand. Hopefully my mornings of rough starts are over after this. Hopefully the coil packs are still good. These are the coil packs. Ignition coils, whatever. They're pretty expensive. I remember for my Ultima, they were like $145 a piece. Couldn't believe it. So, yeah. I'm going to try to prolong that as long as we can. They look good to me, though. Dirty, but that's no surprise. Alright, let's fire her up. See how she sounds. Instant. Might have figured it out himself by now, but there's a grommet back there and a train in the distance that hell, I'm having a hard time focusing on it, but it's back there. I just got the wires going through it. And we'll show you the inside. And they come out kind of right behind the accelerator. It's a little difficult to see, but you can see it. It goes up. Shut the camera off instead of turning night vision off, but it goes up and around behind the center console. It comes around there into the radio.